Welcome back to another episode of 7 Pals Go to the Movies. Today, I will be reviewing the movie Napoleon. So just a fair warning, there's going to be spoilers up ahead, so you've been warned. An epic that details the checkered rise and fall of the French Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte and his relentless journey to power through the prism of his addictive, volatile relationship with his wife, Josephine. So let's begin with my first pro. The director, Ridley Scott, he has made some movies, but seriously, do I even need to name the movies? Just in case, as a refresher, he has made Alien, Blade Runner, Gladiator, Black Hawk Down, and so many more. But what makes him stand out is the way he makes things happen on set. He has a vision and he needs to have it exactly how he planned it. The battle scenes are amazing, but you have the close and personal scenes between characters, and he also excels filming those. He can show a bloody battle scene that will have you captivated due to the action, and then have you captivated in a scene between Joaquin Phoenix and Vanessa Kirby, talking about the relationship, and yet you are still captivated by the dialogue, but also the way he presents the scene as a dish. You are left with this to intake as you like. So just to say that he's a simple director is just the tip of the iceberg. Next pro, the talent. So we have Joaquin Phoenix playing Napoleon, but he is no stranger to Ridley Scott since he was in Gladiator. Also, we have Vanessa Kirby playing Josephine. We have other talent, but the story mostly revolves around these two individuals. If they would be alive nowadays, I believe the media would label them as a power couple, but the rest of the talent does a great job supporting these two, since you can't have just two people carry the whole film. There are characters that you see and you are like, oh yeah, they are adding spices into the mix, into the story. At the same time, you are enjoying what is being cooked. So yeah, we will have some Oscar nominations coming out of this film, no doubt. Next pro, the story. Yes, it is a historical film, but it doesn't stop Ridley Scott from putting some humor in it, like the news articles that are simply the tabloids of nowadays, and having Napoleon having to read these and finding out what is going on in his own home from these newspapers is just hilarious and just makes him mad. Also, just simply a gaze or a line can make the viewer go from, this is how history played it out, to laughing and getting a joke that might not be historically accurate. But hey, it's a movie, we love to laugh and relive history events, and this gives you both. So we get the battle stories, but we also get his battles from back home, and that makes this film even more interesting. And the scene of him leaving the troops in Egypt just to return home because his wife is cheating on him, it plays into his human side and how he cared about his personal life as well as for his country. And now on to my cons. Okay, I wanted more battle scenes, and yes, and I know that the point of the film is divided between 2 points, Napoleon and Josephine, and Napoleon and France. But the battles is where Napoleon excels by showing his superiority intelligence versus when he is with Josephine. He is below average intelligence because he's in love with her. So he is almost like a puppy because his main goal is to be taken seriously by his country and his wife. But as a viewer, I also wanted to be taken seriously and see the epic battle scenes and how Ridley Scott would present them to us. Next con. Now, a big one. The fact that the name of the movie is Napoleon sells it as if it would be about him and his military career. But it's more like I said, it's about Napoleon and his two lovers, France and Josephine. So a better title would be Napoleon and his two lovers, or just simply Dear Josephine, since he is always writing back to her in the film. So my grade for this movie is going to be a 7 out of 10. This film held my attention and a few battle scenes were great. Maybe Ridley Scott is holding on to the epic battles for Gladiator 2, but let's talk about who took the scenes and is getting an Oscar nomination. It's Vanessa Kirby. She was amazing as Josephine. Not to take anything away from Joaquin, but when they're both on screen, it's incredible acting, and even a simple conversation can be elevated, and they did it. Like I said, the only downside of this film is not enough battle scenes. I feel like I am Bruce Dickinson and I'm asking for more cowbell and I'm not getting it. So that does it for this film, Napoleon. Please join us next time where we're going to review Poor Things.
She's an experiment.
Good evening.
Her brain and her body are not quite synchronized.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. You can find our social media links below. And like always, keep watching movies.